Sorry I've been kind of away for a while. Haven't been posting videos as frequently as I should be. Been kind of busy with work, having to go to work and then come home, go, have a few hours at home and then go right back to work. But things are kind of winding down a little bit, so I'm having more time to get back to doing my videos. So today's video is going to be a kind of summer bold look. I'll be using only BH Cosmetic brushes. So if you saw my previous video on BH Cosmetics, like my brush haul, I got some BH Cosmetic brushes and I got some Morphe brushes, then you would know what set I'm talking about. But I'll have those brush information down below. But so I'll also be kind of doing also kind of like a review of the brushes as well. So again, I'll just be doing pure BH Cosmetic brushes. Alright, so if you want to see me go from this to that, go ahead and stay tuned. Thanks! So I'll be using BH Cosmetic 130 to do my color correcting. I'll be using this color correcting palette from Makeup Forever. So one thing that I noticed kind of right off the bat with this one, it's not that soft, not as soft as I would like, but we'll get the job done. You can definitely feel the bristles as I'm like trying to work in the color. So now I'm going to be doing my dark circles. I'll be using BH Cosmetics 102, which is this one right here. Okay. This one I think is the one that I should have been using with that other one. Yes, this one's actually a lot softer. So if you're gonna put on any creams, I definitely recommend, like in small areas, I definitely recommend this brush and using it for it. So now I'm gonna be using, actually this has kind of become my favorite, I guess you can say like kind of like a BB cream, CC cream. So that, you know, the Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done. I've been using this one a lot. I used it at work, which I work outside, and it actually held up really well. It was, you know, very light. And I'm using this one, this brush right here from my travel set that I bought. Again, if you go to my brush haul, you'll see kind of which one I'm talking about. It's really soft. So one thing that you'll notice is that the foundation does get a little streaky whenever I use brushes like this to put on my foundation. But you always go in with a stippling brush. Alright, so my foundation is now on and I'll be using brush 123, this one right here, to go ahead and buff everything out. Make sure that there are no harsh lines or streaks anywhere. It is soft. It's not as thick as I would like. That, you know, it's kind of loosely packed. Now, next thing, my concealer. I'm using the NARS Radiant Cream Concealer in Custard. This one right here. So normally this is when I would be using my beauty blender, but I'm using the same brush that I applied my foundation with. This one you definitely see the streaks a lot more than with your foundation, but I will be using that buffer to make it look all nice and pretty. Just use this. I just didn't want to get a lot of product on the brush, so I just kind of wanted to use this more as like a buffer. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with a powder. The one that I've been using is, just to kind of do all over my face for right now, is the Bareminerals Blemish Remedy. This right here. In Clearly Nude 07. I was going to use my stippling brush for this one. So now I'll be using the Morphe. Most likely I'll be using this color right here, this nice pretty yellow, and this one is 06 PC. So that one, I'll be using brush 125. That's this brush right here. So this one, you could feel the bristles. It's soft. It's not that, I don't know. For me, I like brushes that are a little bit more, have a little bit more bristles. Definitely could feel them. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my contour. So this one is Makeup Geek's Half-Hearted Warm Medium contour. That's this color right here. And I'll be using brush 127. So it doesn't look like it picks up a lot of the product. That it is very easy to put on, but I mean, it seems like you haven't picked up a lot of product when actuality you have, as you can see right here. And so it's really good just to blend out. It is really soft. This is one brush I do like. I'm using whatever's left on the brush to contour my nose. Let's try 128. See how that works. So what that other brush ended up doing was just leaving a lot of loose powder on there. I'm going back with my 123 to just kind of buff it out. So now I'm taking off any excess powder. So I just got a lot of ColourPop eyeshadows, and I got 2 blushes. So this is the first time I'm trying this one, and this one's called Thumper. It's a Super Shock Cheek Matte. So this is how it looks like. Here's a swatch. Y'all can see. So that's the blush that I'm going to be using. And I think I'm going to go with 126, which is this brush right here. The brush is soft. I don't know, I don't know if it's me, but the brush doesn't pick up a lot of product. Even though, as you could see with me swatching it, that it's very pigmented. I like the blush, I like the color. I just have to put on more product on the brush than I would have liked. So the 2 colors, all the eyeshadows are also ColourPop. So the 2 that I'll be using are going to be these. So this one's Coconut. It's a Super Shock shadow, and this one right here is Slave to Pink. Beautiful colors. So I'm going to be putting those in the crease of my eye. So I'll be using this 132. Actually, no. I lie. I'll be using 105, which is this nice little pencil brush, and just putting this in the crease. And it was able to pick up product, as you can see, fairly well. And now I'm going to blend it out with my 101, this nice little fluffy brush. So this one, the bristles are a little stiff, which for me, I actually like. I mean, this one, it's soft, it's not as stiff as the fluffy brush, but if you want to also use it to blend it out, it definitely works. Go in with Roulette, my black from ColourPop. Oh, and the brush I'm using is 103. So this brush, this 103, it's a larger brush than for the one to put, you know, eyeshadow all over the lid. So kind of like what I'm doing, I'm just putting a lot of black on there. I think that that's what this one's really good for, kind of just going up. So this brush, the 132, is a little bit of it's a smaller pencil brush, as you can see. And I'm just putting it so that I can see the turquoise a little bit more. So I'm going to use 106 right here, this one, for the black for the corner. Love this pink so much. I'm gonna put that in the inner corner of my eye. So thank you all for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it. So for the brushes, I mean, they're really good. Some of them I feel that they don't pick up as much product as I would like, but again, you know, I think the face set was 20 bucks, the eye was 10, and then my travel kit was 30 bucks. So I would say that this is a really good starter set for you to go ahead and get your feet wet as to what some brushes are able to do. Yes, it uses a little bit more product than I personally would like, but as you're learning to do your makeup and things like that, and you don't need to be afraid to mess up those brushes, because you get a lot of bang for your buck, pretty much. And they do, you know, the same job as any higher brand, you know, brush will do, but the only thing is that, you know, it might not be as soft. It might kind of prick a little bit. You'll be able to see the bristles or feel the bristles a little bit more. There are not as many bristles or as compact, as packed in or packed tight as some of the other higher end brushes have, but again, this is your start. I would say this is an amazing starter kit for you to go ahead and kind of fill in your collection. You may have a few good brushes that you are your go-to, but if you need some that you're trying to figure out what some brushes are good for, what kind of brushes you like, this is an amazing set, an amazing deal for you to go ahead and get started with. You know, BH Cosmetics, they give out really good product for the price, for sure. So I really do like them, and I definitely recommend if you don't want to spend that much money up front on brushes, I would say this is an amazing set to go ahead and buy. I'll put more information down below and on the links for the brush sets and the prices of those. That way, if you're really interested in it, just go ahead and go onto their website. Or if you have any more specific questions on those, just go ahead and leave a comment down below. I'm very happy that you all stopped by and watched my video. Don't forget to subscribe and become a member of the Watermelon Living family. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I'll answer them as soon as I can, and I hope everyone is having an amazing summer. And if you have any requests as to what kind of looks you'd like to do, go ahead and comment down below. I really appreciate, this look is actually inspired by one of my viewers who requested for a nice bolder look. So I was like, well, it's summertime, I still want to do something bright but bolder. But here you go. And you could always dress it up with some eyelashes. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!